you have someone perceiving you differently. They have seen you in a different light. They perceive you as being more than they had originally thought. And because of this, they're returning. They're returning because they realize you have something that could help them. They may be asking for your money. They may be asking just for your time, for your advice, but they're only arriving because they realize now that you hold more light. And prior to them seeing your light, they weren't interested in maintaining a relationship, a connection, a friendship with you. But now that you are shinier, they're very much interested in what it is that you have to offer. They realize that if you have come to a level of inner peace, of success, that you could help them get there as well. And now Spirit is saying, use your discernment, listen through your heart space about this person, but don't be fooled that not everyone that wants connection with you is willing or able to show up on an even footing. And not that everyone has to be on the same path as you, but you have put yourself in a position that requires a pretty serious level of self-accountability, that you are well aware of your energy and its effect on the spiritual plane, on the universe, and you're one that does your best to ensure that you're leaving behind a mark of love. And Spirit wants you to be very careful about who you're willing to allow your energy to be intermingled with, because if it's with individuals that aren't on that same level of self-accountability, of spiritual hygiene, of spiritual awareness, those people have open doors to energies, heavy stuff that you may not want to be dealing with. And just because you have the ability to transmute difficult, heavy things, just because you have the understanding of how to remove dark entities, doesn't mean that you are required to help everyone that comes your way for assistance. Being able to hold the light does not require that you sacrifice yourself to anyone that comes seeking it. This light is yours to use how you feel is best to use it, that feels good to you. It is supposed to feel good to serve. It doesn't mean that it's always going to be easy, but it should never feel like a scary, heavy burden. And you may have people coming towards you with their heavy burdens, their scary stuff that they opened up. And because they are the ones that opened it up, they are the ones that have to learn to close it. You can act as an example, but you don't have to take on their responsibilities. There is someone that is seeing you as having more, of being able to handle the stuff that they don't feel like they can handle. And just because they're asking doesn't mean that you have to give. Just because you say no doesn't mean that you are cruel. You can only give what you are capable of giving without sacrificing yourself. Spirit is never going to ask you to sacrifice yourself for another, that you endure pain on their behalf. We all have to account for our own darkness, for the lessons that we came here to solve. And people are viewing you and understanding that you've completed some major soul lessons, and they're wanting the benefits that you have as a result of doing that work. And they want it for nothing. They think that they should just come forward asking, and that because you have it, you should give it. And that's not the case. Enjoy the light that you have. Enjoy giving it away when you feel called to do so. You're not required to let someone have your light because they haven't discovered their own yet. And part of them discovering their own oftentimes comes from you saying no. They'll figure it out. Spirit has a very unique path for them in the same way Spirit had a unique path for you. They'll get there. And just because someone has crossed your path doesn't mean that your paths are supposed to walk together.